Hello everybody, so this is not my first, second, but third time shooting the question answer video. My camera decided twice that it was going to be a jerk and not record it, so I'm doing it on my computer. Sorry about the quality difference, but apparently my camera doesn't like shooting long videos. Before I start, I will say I won't be using last names, and I will most definitely be butchering first names. I apologize in advance, but it is what it is. I can barely say my own name. I will run through these questions fairly quick. There's 10 that I need to get through, so here we go. So Laura V asked, have you talked about your fasting in a video? I'd love to hear about that. I have done an intermittent fasting video, but I'll go tell you a little bit about it. Basically, what I do for intermittent fasting is I eat like I eat normally, but it just fit into an 8-16 schedule. I eat for an 8-hour period, and I fast for a 16-hour period. It's fairly straightforward, but there is a video about it, and I'll link you to it. Carrie A asked, and also Vernita had questions about how to stay motivated. They say, in the beginning, how did you stay motivated when you're just starting? It's easy to get overwhelmed and discouraged. And Vernita says, mine has been mentioned, how do you stay motivated over the long haul? So honestly, motivation comes and goes. It's life. Sometimes you're going to feel like it, sometimes you're not. But it's not so much about the motivation like everybody thinks it is, and it's really about building habits. It's sometimes you're going to feel like it, sometimes you're not, but if you have a good habit built and a good foundation where you do it regardless, pending sickness, yada yada yada, but you do it religiously and you stick to it and build those good habits, then it's not necessarily about the motivation. My motivation has come and gone, but I've had those good habits. I've built things where it's like, I'm going to do it. It's not really necessarily about where I want to or not. It's just doing it. So, yeah. It's easy to get overwhelmed and discouraged. I'll address that. To kind of stay away from this, just start slow and build up. It is easy. When you're starting a fitness thing, you want to go all in, so to speak. And you really have to start slow and build up gradually. Don't go from having a sedimentary lifestyle and not, really worrying about what you eat, and then jump straight into counting calories and being extremely strict on your diet as well as workouts. Start slow. Get a good idea of where you started out with your calories and then start cutting down. With your workouts, get a good idea of where your starting point and then build up from that starting point. Don't go balls to the walls, so to speak, as bad as that may sound. Alright, so Stephen S asked, share what you ate the first week. I have not a damn clue. It's been a while, but your first week really just focus on getting your portions and calories in control and learning how to really track and monitor what you're taking in versus, eat these specific things the first week for success. Everybody's different, and you really have to gauge that as you go. I could tell you a few things if I had more time, but I'll do that in another video. Alright, so Laura G asks, what kind of foods do you eat on a daily basis? I am a very sporadic eater. I kind of eat what I feel like for that day. I do make prep meals and stuff like that, as you all know, but for the most part, I kind of just eat what I feel like eating that day. Something that I do eat on a daily basis, though, egg whites. I eat a ton of egg whites and a ton of chicken. I don't know, they're easy and they're good. Nah. Alright, so Jeff R asks, what is the best way to eat healthy when you're an extremely picky eater? Initially, I had a very douchey answer for this, which was get over it and eat it. That's what my mom told me. No, but I understand that some people, they're just very picky and, won't eat certain foods. So what I would suggest for that is do more of an if it fits your macros type eating plan. That is, you get your calorie and macronutrient ranges and you fit your foods that you eat within that. It isn't the most clean way to eat, but it does teach you a very balanced approach to eating. You can have whatever you want as long as it fits within your calories and macros. The next question comes to us from Kimberly S. What is the hardest part of your journey, and how do you deal with family or friends who don't want to see you succeed? Honestly, I have been extremely lucky to have family and friends who do support my hopes and dreams. Don't get me wrong, there's always people who have negativity to say, but screw them. Basically, it's learning how to stand on your own 2 feet is what I've learned. So really, anybody who had too many negative things to say, they're no longer in my life. The hardest part of my journey has honestly been getting over the emotional things. When you're significantly heavy, the biggest part of your life, and then you become healthy, it's a big emotional thing to take in. It's a work in progress, though. I am at a very good emotional, healthy state in my life and point. Pamela S. asks, what is your favorite healthy snack? Eggs. Eggs, chicken. I love almonds. I love cheese, but I can't eat it. Peanut butter. Honestly, snacks for me are just, I don't know, something that will tide me over to the next meal. So really, it's whatever I have on hand. As you all know, I pretty much do an if it fits your macros type eating. So it's really just whatever I have on hand and fits within my macros and calories for that day. But some of my favorites, like I said, eggs, chicken, nuts. I keep my snacks fairly clean generally. I will do dark chocolate from time to time. But things like that. And fruit, vegetables, just something quick and easy that will just tide me over to the next meal. Ryan D asks, what's your why? Why are you getting healthy? It may sound silly, but when you ask people why they want to get healthy, it's usually about looks. What's your why? Honestly, when I first started, I wanted to look better. It is what it is, let's be honest. But at the same point, I just wanted to be happy and healthy. I was tired of going through my day-to-day life, hating myself, hating waking up in the mornings where I was, and I was fed up with being unhappy. I had spent the first basically 20 years of my life hating the body I was in, and I was fed up with it. I was ready for change. So really, that's my why. I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be healthy. The last question comes to us from Shamirian. Samirian. Sorry about butchering your name, but I told you ahead of time. Anyways, she asks, has it been hard seeing a different you in the mirror? Do you still have days where it surprises you to realize how far you have really come? I did struggle with that for a while. It was when I was significantly bigger and first started coming down on my weight. The difference, the physical difference in how I saw myself changed overnight, it seemed like. It was every month I was seeing a different man looking back at me in the mirror, and it was really weird. But for the past 6 to 8 months or so, I've seen my face come in, things like that, but I'm fairly settled with my looks change, or how my looks are. It is kind of weird. It's kind of hard because you get so used to seeing the overweight version of yourself looking back at you in the mirror, and then all of a sudden there's somebody who's fairly healthy and fit looking back, and it's a holy shit, who is that type of feeling. I do still have days where I look in the mirror and I am shocked with where I am. It is a work in progress, but it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing, weird, terrifying thing at the same time. It's a mixture of emotions, I can tell you that. It's hard, but it's the most amazing feeling you ever have in your life, because when you start this journey, you set out with a goal, and once you see yourself day by day getting closer, it's one of the most rewarding things you'll ever experience in your life. Alright guys, I hope this answers your questions. I'm sorry it is so damn long, But you will have a great evening. Keep checking the page and let me know what you think about the video. Alright guys, bye.